I don't know if you guys have been following this. This is like my sports now. Now that the NFL season's over, the Warriors suck, the Lakers suck. This has taken the place of sports for me. It's got all the same characteristics. It's got compelling players. It's got teams. It's got crazy, irrational fans. I love it. And a huge game is coming up between Jasmine Crockett and James Talarico. For all the marbles, the two sides hate each other. The game, or the primary, I believe, is on March 3rd. Early voting has already begun. If the polls are to be believed, Jasmine Crockett does have a slight lead over James Talarico. But the other day, Trump pressured CBS not to air the Talarico interview with Stephen Colbert. Trump's FCC threatened CBS and got them to pull the Talarico interview with Stephen Colbert under the auspices of equal time, but really it's because they fear he has a good chance of beating the Republican in Texas. So they spiked the interview. It ended up getting 3 million views on YouTube anyway. It helped raise a lot of money for Talarico, got his name in the news. And then Jasmine Crockett goes on TV wearing a badass tracksuit. I've looked everywhere for it. I want one so bad. I thought it might be a Puma track jacket, but it's not. I checked. Though I might just get one anyway, because it's just the Puma logo I don't like. But anyway. She says Talarico is a racist, or at least he's not condemning his racist supporters. She claims that Team Talarico darkened her skin in an ad. I don't think that's true. But Talarico fans do seem very Philadelphia Eagles fan-coded. Or Asmongold fan-coded. They seem very H3 Ethan Klein or Ethan Clan fine-coded. I call him Ethan Clan. In the sense that they're super mad. They're like, brr, brr. They're like trolling all day online. The problem is, that's usually super effective on people. People hate to get trolled online. The problem is, Jasmine Crockett voters are like old church ladies. They seem completely oblivious to it. Like, Elizabeth Warren. Remember Elizabeth Warren? I think it's pretty well established that Elizabeth Warren and Elizabeth Warren voters were very, their feelings were hurt by the Bernie bros. And I unless I'm mistaken, I believe it's pretty well established that played a role in Elizabeth Warren endorsing Joe Biden over Bernie Sanders, who was closer to her ideologically. And Pete Buttigieg, remember they kept drawing Pete Buttigieg as a rat. The Bernie bros kept making drawings of Pete Buttigieg saying he was a CIA rat. And that was super effective. The trolling by the Bernie bros was super effective. The problem is, Jasmine Crockett fans are old as shit, dude. I don't even think they own computers. If they do, they're just on Facebook. There's no way they're on Twitter. So the majority of them are completely oblivious to Team Talarico's trolling efforts. Both sides are accusing each other of being bought off by Israel. Now, my impression of this Israel thing is this. My impression is they both were just sort of like mindlessly taking the money, because that's what you do as a politician. Somebody offers you money, you take the money, you give them meetings, right? And if they tell you, hey, vote for this, please, you're like, whatever, what do I care? What do I care what the hell's going on? Oh. They'll give you like an insider trading tip if you're getting like extra pressure, right? Hey, what about some insider trading? You just vote on this, even though I know you're getting a lot of heat. You're like, okay, fine. It doesn't hurt my constituents, right? So I think that was like the position of a lot of people, but I think now both will be a little bit more thoughtful about their votes, which I know people don't like to hear that, but I think that's true. I don't think like except for like John Fetterman, who clearly his brains are tapioca at this point. So I do believe both Talarico and Jasmine Crockett will be a little bit more thoughtful about their votes on Israel moving forward. Let's see what else. Jasmine Crockett has also had issues with Latinos, which I think is just Hispanics, right? That's what it is. She made some comments about Hispanics that, yeah, I'm not going to complete that sentence. I'm not going to complete that. The point is she has alienated a lot of them. And at this point, she's basically daring them. She's like, okay, you don't want to vote for me? Vote for Republican. I dare you. Stay home again. I dare you. And that is what is so fascinating about this election is basically both sides are quadruple daring each other, going back to Hillary, going back to Biden, going back to the most recent election. It's just they're now quadruple daring each other right off of a cliff. Like who's gonna blink first? We're going right over that cliff, and nobody wants to budge. And it's so compelling, dude. It's so compelling. The left is saying, yeah, okay, ignore us again. See what happens. You're gonna lose again. And the establishment is saying, oh, you ignore us again. Ignore us again. Stay home again. See what happens. They got camps now. They got freaking camps. What do you think's gonna happen if they hold power? They got camps freaking now, dude. What do you think's gonna happen if they win that election? So it's just daring each other right off of a cliff, and it is so compelling to see what's gonna happen. I'm so excited to find out who wins. This has really filled the void of sports for me. If I had to predict, hold on, my Whole Foods delivery is here. One second. If I had to bet right now, I think probably I would say that Jasmine Crockett wins because the Republicans are going to do everything they can to facilitate suddenly the voting places in the African American places are suddenly going to be like super efficient, right? Like during the general election, those things are going to go haywire. Like, oh, it's missing a plug. It needs to be restarted. They're going to do everything they can. But since they want Jasmine Crockett to win, I think they're going to be super efficient about it. And Jasmine Crockett does seem to have some numerical lead if you account for like voting suppression. If everyone's allowed to vote, it seems like she should win very, very slightly. So I think she's going to win. And then in terms of the general election, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I would imagine that they're going to suppress the hell out of her come the general election. And you would need the whites and the people who pass as white areas to vote for you because they're harder to suppress for the Republicans because they might vote Republican as well. Do you see what I'm saying there? Anyways, I'm super excited for this game. The drama is amazing. It's so compelling. I love it. I absolutely love it.